Screen replacement for iPad Air 2. The tools we're going to need are a Phillips head screwdriver, plastic and metallic prying tools, tweezers, blow dryer, and double-sided M3 tape. Begin by turning on the hairdryer and going around the contours of the iPad and warming up the double-sided glue strips that are behind the screen, and the screen is glued on. Once you've done this for about 5 minutes, go ahead and start prying in. Pick one of the corners. Go ahead with the metallic tool, try to pry in. If it's badly cracked, some of the pieces might come out. Just move them out of the way and go ahead and try to break that seal that's between the screen and the actual iPad. You want to cut into that. You can do this with the metallic tool or the plastic tool, whichever one is more comfortable. The metallic tool is more likely to scuff up the frame. Once you got the seal broken, go ahead and start prying away the screen. Some of the pieces might still be left around the frame. We can clean that up later. So just carefully make sure to do this with gloves, or go very slowly like we're doing here, because you can easily cut yourself with these shattered pieces. Now go ahead and start prying the screen away. Be careful, there's a connection on the bottom here. Okay, so you see it's connected on the bottom right there. We'll need to remove the shield and remove these 3 Phillips head screws that are guarding the cables that are attached behind the shield. Go ahead, when those 3 screws are removed, remove the plate and just gently pry up and disconnect those 3 connections right there. Now you can go ahead and separate the screen from the iPad. Let's go ahead and remove those residual pieces of shattered screen. Make sure they're all removed out of the way. This is a bit time consuming, but needs to be done to prep up the iPad for the new screen installation. Make sure that all glass is gone. From the old screen, we'll need to remove the home button. Go ahead and peel back that piece of tape right there, and that will expose that little ribbon cable. Go ahead and pop up that little eyelash, and then you can gently start working out that ribbon cable. Go ahead, peel back that piece of tape covering the portion of the ribbon cable, and it should come right out as you do that. I know this angle is kind of bad to see. This video is a little blurry, but carefully peel that back. If you watch the reinstallation next, you'll get a much better view of what needs to be done when you're removing this button. You'll need to just gently peel it back and then remove the glued in piece of metal that's guarding the button. You'll have to remove that with force, and then with that removed, you can peel the button out and the cable, and they should just come out just like that. Screen installation iPad Air 2. Drop the old home button into the new screen button first, and then you can go ahead and lay down the piece of metal that's guarding it. You can either use double-sided tape to glue that back in, or use the residual glue. We're using the residual glue that's left from the previous installation. Then you can go ahead and slide that ribbon cable into its socket and push down on the eyelash. Then you can cover the tape, and everything else basically goes back like that. We'll need to put down some double-sided tape around all of the edges, as you can see here, on the bottom, on the left and the right, and on the top, and peel back the cover so that we can glue the screen back together once we reassemble it. Go ahead and reconnect the new screen with the transferred home button. Go ahead and clip those in. Make sure they're aligned correctly first, the digitizer, and then the screen, the LCD cable. Make sure you get a nice solid click when you push those in. Go ahead and secure the 3 Phillips head screws that are guarding that shield, and go ahead and start folding it up. And now the double-sided tape should take as you go around and apply gentle pressure, closing the seam all the way around. Make sure that it's nice, tight, and locked. And that's it.